Hello, my YouTube friends. Welcome back to the Coverdale Mine. Stick around. I'm going to show you how I made this simulated cool load in my K-line hopper. I got this old K-line, good old K-line, Pennsylvania. It's empty, so we're going to make a cool load for it. Simple, easy cool load. So here we go. I'm going to take this. To start, I'm going to put this right up here. Okay. Trace that around and cut that out. That'll be starters. I traced it out. And I know I traced on the outside, so I'll cut on the inside. This is a thin piece of insulation board with a razor knife. I'm going to change my blade because I'd rather have a sharp razor knife. See what it does unsharp? Sharp knife is always better. You know, more people get cut with a dull knife because you're forcing it, putting all kind of force, and then it cuts, and then you cut yourself. Where a sharp knife just cuts with ease, no force. Still too big. I'll cut it down again. Okay, I got it to fit in there. Now, do I want to be able to take it out? Sure I do. So here's what I'll do. So here's my plan. To keep it from sticking, I took some cellophane or saran wrap or whatever. And I'll put my insert right down in there. And that way I could do my cool load. And I'll glue it to this. And it won't stick to the car, and I'll be able to take it out. At least that's my plan. So I'm going to use kitty litter for coal. Kitty litter, all different sizes. I know it's not the right color, but we have paint. I even used kitty litter for ballast before. On my other railroad. Older railroad from the past. People say it attracts moisture to your track, but not mine, because I soaked my kitty litter in 50% Elmer's glue and 50% water, and it cured. It wasn't soaking up nothing. It worked real good. Cheap and inexpensive. So you can make coal loads, and you can use it for, you don't even need to color it for ballast. I did run it through a screen to make it smaller when I used it for track ballast. Okay, I got it poured in there. Now I'm gonna blast it with water and alcohol and then let the glue soak in there. So in my spray bottle here is alcohol and water. We spray that on there and let it soak in there, and that breaks the tension so it'll absorb the Elmer's glue. Simple. Get it good and wet. Then the glue will absorb in there instead of run off. Here's a mixture of 50% Elmer's glue and 50% water. Very simple. Drip it on there. Go around the perimeter first. So you get the idea. It'll soak right in there after a while. This is old, so a lot of the water might have evaporated out. But I'm gonna keep doing that till it's totally soaked. It looks a mess now, but come back 5-10 minutes, it'll all be soaked in nice. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes and see what it looks like. Okay, it's been about 5-10 minutes and it's soaking in nice. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight at least before I pop it out of there and paint it. I'm thinking it's gonna turn out nice. I got some cracks, so I filled them with glue. Guess through the drying process it didn't soak. It was so thick it didn't soak all the way to the bottom. I never did it this thick. So I put some glue in the cracks. I'm gonna add some more of my litter till I get it nice. I do notice this is gonna come out. Look at that. Haha, that's cool. Patched up and looking good. I'm excited to paint it. Check it out. Lifts right out of there. Whoop. So I think I'm gonna put it back, leave the plastic, leave the cellophane in there. I'm gonna put it back in there. I'm gonna put it back in there for paint, so paint don't leak down into the bottom. Then when the paint's dry, I'll pull it out of there and remove the plastic. Sounds like a plan. Okay, I got my brush and some water and some black acrylic paint. Let's make this look like coal. Look at that. That's cool because it looks like coal. So we'll let that dry, then I'll remove the cellophane. Then we're gonna have coal insert. I have a little bit of this black cinders left from when I was landscaping. There's just a little bit in the bottom of the bag. I think I'm gonna pour it in there and top off my load. Why not? So I finally figured out what I saved that little pile for. It's gonna be for this project. That looks nice sprinkled on there. So we use that up. So I'm gonna wet it down with that a little bit. Alcohol and water. And put some more 50/50 Elmer's on there. Let that harden. Let's let that soak in and dry up. And then I think we are completed. That is looking real good. Let's see if I can get the cellophane off. Yeah, the plastic came right off while it was still a little fresh. And we have a removable load. Fine results. I'm gonna put her on the, put her in the coal train. If you ask me, my load looks more realistic than them all. Lionel did a good job here with these. These are nice detailed set. That's Lionel 2-bay hopper. We got the K-line 2-bay with my custom load. Here's Menards version. These are from Menards. That's Menards. And here's MTH. And those two are Menards again. All right, let's get some shots of the coal train rolling. This is my first simulated coal load. Turned out pretty nice. May do it to another car. So if you have an empty coal hopper, make a removable load. Or if you don't like the Menards ones, make your own load. Pretty fun. I highly appreciate you watching this all the way to the end. And we'll see you on the next adventure down at the Coverdale Mine.